And here we go, Daniela Moroz from the United States, Poland's Julia DAMASIEWICZ, Elena KALININA from Russia, and Brianna Whitehead from Australia. We're going to see some really close racing here. All four competitors, top speeds that we had on trackers, almost the same, both upwind and downwind. Better wind speed now, average 8.3 for the last 3 minutes from the race committee boat. And everybody's starting to line up on the starting line. Elena looking good and powered up here. It looks like, from what I see, better conditions. She's going to come around the committee boat, make sure that she stays close. Probably asking a couple questions. When are we going to start here? Flag is going to come up in a couple of minutes as everybody makes their way around the course. Again, looking for wind shifts, looking for that spot they need to be on the starting line. Big advantage you have racing now is going from 20 competitors and a lot of kites up in the air. Now we're looking at only 4. There's Daniela looking at the course as well. And kind of more space, so gives you a little bit more room to focus, takes away that fear of a tangle. And I wouldn't say easier racing, because obviously less people around makes for faster starts, but probably a little bit less worry about where other people's kites are and more focus on, can I hit that line at the best spot right at the corner of that boat, and then crank it upwind to mark 1. And sailing right at that starting line, in theory, where that motor is and where that back of the boat is where you want to come by as close as possible. But they also call that the coffin's corner. And that means when there's a lot of competitors heading for the same spot, there's collisions or you have to back up. So sometimes it's better to get away from that line, have a clear start, more speed, and then come back upwind, separate yourself from the rest of the fleet. Minutes to go to the start in the finals. ANOC World Beach Games, Qatar 2019, here at Qatar Beach. About 5 minutes to the start, and let's look at a couple of replays of the last 2 races. Great start here. There's Loeni Meyer from Germany getting ready. Coach is watching from the beach. In race 2 here we saw competitors and the Polish competitor coming back in. Great jibes coming across, but also tough conditions. See everybody pulling on the front line. That's really rare to see something like that coming up on race 2 in particular. Super light winds, lots of pumping going on, and only 3 competitors finishing. Great shot here just from a moment ago, where Brianna Whitehead was able to edge out the competitor from Poland, coming in second, qualifying her for the finals. Big smile right there. She knows she made it, but it was tough. She had to win that last race to get into the finals. Getting closer to the finals here. Look in the starting boat again. Elena's coming back on the other side, checking out the conditions. And another race start here from before the qualifications. And there we see Elena. That's how she got into the finals, winning 2 races back to back. Really great performance on her part, and she is a light wind sailor. That's what she likes. The last 70 years when she's competing, that's when we knew always, when she's on the water, that she can win. She gained her confidence back, and we'll see how that pans out now. Daniela and Julia, we're on the beach watching. Well, Elena KALININA of Russia had 2 races in. She's warmed up, maybe knows the course better, gained some confidence. And we'll see how that pans out in the finals that are about to start pretty soon here, and see if Elena can take over those 2 wins. She will need 3 more wins if she wants to go for gold. And there's Elena again coming by the starting boat, checking out the line, making sure the wind didn't shift any, getting in last-minute tactics as she jibes back around. And we're inside, almost 2 minutes now, coming up to the finals. And we're ready. We are ready to go. There's Daniela. 1 minute 45 seconds out. She's going away from the line. Looks like everybody's powered. Elena's up there also. Julia's got the white kite. Elena's kite is blue. Daniela's kite is that orange and black kite right down there that you see. Wind picked up a little bit more. 10 knots now. That's great news. No more pumping the foil. Just powering down the kite. You'll be ready to go. Daniela's looking back here. 1 minute 17 to go. Julia DAMASIEWICZ of Poland with the white kite. Elena KALININA from Russia with the blue elf kite right there. Both are jibing, coming back down, 1 minute out, lining up to the start. It's all about tactics now. So plenty of room, plenty of space to go with. Don't have to worry about the kites, but really have to worry about that spot. Can he get close to that starting boat? Can he really crank up the corner at full speed and then take an early lead? Two kites, the same colors, are Daniela's and Brianna Whitebread's from Australia. The blue kite coming up and lining up right now is Elena KALININA dropping down. Everybody's waiting a little bit here, waiting to see what everybody else is going to do. Dropping back. 10 seconds to the start. Really close to that corner I spoke about. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Elena's really cutting it close. Down to go the kites. Looks like an all-clear start. And let's see who won that start. I think Daniela's ahead. Blue kite right behind her is Elena KALININA from Russia. Don't think Julia DAMASIEWICZ from Poland had a great start on her white kite. And I think that's Brianna Whitebread right on top of the white kite from Julia. And let's see who attacks over first here. It'll be interesting. Daniela's up on top. Kites are still steady. Looking back, seeing what's going on. First kite moves over, attacks. Elena follows. Everybody comes back over. Julia attacks over. Pumping up a little bit to get back on the plane. And there's Daniela. And when you see that, when they're leaning back, legs straight out, upper body straight, almost touching the body, the water with their bodies, means there's good conditions out there now. Nice kite speed. Current speed, 43 kilometers per hour going upwind. Nice and steady. Elena seems to be out ahead, but a little bit further downwind. Looks like she's going for the speed. She's going to have to tack first. I'm not quite sure it's going to be an advantage being out ahead, because she's going to have to make sure she's all clear to make it up to the mark. There's Brianna Whitehead from Australia coming back up. And I think that's Daniela way ahead there with that fly surfer kite coming around. And that would be an incredible lead. Look at that. Nobody even has tacked over yet. And it is Daniela Moroz from the United States. Nice shades on there. Good style, jibing over. She's got about a 25-second lead. And I'm not quite sure how she got there. Look at that, the screen. The rest of the fleet's just rounding the top mark. Daniela's already down below, coming back to for the leeward mark. Looks like Brianna Whitehead of Australia second, followed by Elena KALININA of Russia. And Julia Damasiewicz of Poland didn't have a great start. So way out front, Daniela Moroz, bar goes up, feed switch, kite comes back down again, and she's going for the leeward mark right now. That's at the bottom of the course. Great shot here. She comes around. See how she just pulled that trim strap down? Trimming the kite means she wants to get a little bit more performance out of that. Puts the kite down, comes back upwind. Elena KALININA of Russia seems to be second. It's going to be close, though. Kites go up for her, and also up for Brianna Whitehead from Australia. Really close together this time. They're coming in, battling out for position 2 and 3. Elena KALININA of Russia stays in 2, and Brianna Whitehead from Australia in position 3. Rounding off the field, Julia Damasiewicz of Poland in 4th. And there's Daniela. Look at that, that board in the back not touching the water, keeping her speed, and just motoring upwind. See how far she head is up right now. On the top of the screen, on a port tack. She sees the windward mark. Now a 30-second lead going up, nice and powered up. She has 1 tack to make to come back upwind. Quick look over the shoulder. That's not easy because you're moving your kite when you do that. She's going to play it safe, probably overstanding the mark a little bit. Kite comes back up again. And boom, over she goes. Back onto the windward mark. Never came off that foil. And that's an art. She's staying focused. And as a reminder, if she wins that race, she's going to go for the gold. Adjusted the strap, coming back downwind. One quick check to see where the competitors are. She's heading back downwind. 45 kilometers speed right now, 46, 47. She's got a gust. She's going to use that to jibe over. Comes back around, and one more of those jibes. You see the head for the finish line. And here she comes. Daniela Moroz, 18-year-old world champion from the United States. In a clear lead, fully powered, styling with her shades, coming to the leeward mark. Still fairly focused. She's not going to let up here. I know her. She's a tough competitor, not taking anything for granted. Comes up, beautiful jibe, just textbook with that light wind. Pulls the bar in a little bit, pumps it back up, and another 15 seconds. And she's got looking back to see where the competitors are. Remember what happened yesterday to Bruno from Brazil when he hit that jellyfish. She wants to give herself some room, but that happens to her. Looking back one more time. She's got the finish line in her sights. 44 kilometers per hour. Coming through at a safe speed. Kite still low. Daniela Moroz, United States of America. San Francisco native. I hope her parents can see this now. They'll be proud. And here she goes. And that's for the gold. Daniela Moroz of the United States. Clear favorite. Wins it, but let's see what happens with position 2 and 3. That was a tight race back there. And it looks like Julia Damasiewicz from Poland might have reeled in the competition. Didn't see what happened in the back of the fleet here. We're going to see Julia, and it looks like she somehow snuck in for position number 2. Great racing at the ANOC World Beach Games 2019. There comes Elena KALININA and Brianna Whitehead from Australia in 4th place. That's unthankful. She was in 3rd for a little while and even in 2nd. So probably something happened then with the maneuvers coming down. So Daniela is used to that. She's used to leading it, but still, you are never used to winning. Never take anything for granted. San Francisco native Daniela Moroz. Parents came over from Czechoslovakia. Vlad, her dad, actually bought her first foil from me back in Rio Vista when she's practicing about 5 years ago. Way to go, Daniela. Here she comes in. Great racing today in light winds. I gotta say it also. Here comes Elena, third place finish for Russia. High five. What a winner, and big hugs from heaven. He's gonna race tomorrow. Had great races today. Carrying her foil up, making sure that does not touch the sand. Mike Zajac would see that, he would not be happy. Foils have to stay out of the water. And there comes Julia Damasiewicz, pulling it off in second place. Way to go, Julia and Team Poland. On her ozone kite, biggest kite out there, 21 meters. And Elena KALININA coming back on the beach, placing third. Wrapping things up from the beach here. Finals are complete. Daniela Moroz of the United States takes the win at the ANOC World Beach Games 2019 in Qatar. Second place, Julia Damasiewicz of Poland, somehow coming from fourth place and catching up, finishing second. And double qualification or semifinal winner, Elena KALININA, comes in third place. We're getting ready for the medal ceremonies in a little bit. And then for tomorrow, commencing with the semifinals, men, same format, 4 races, 2 groups, and winner of both races going into the finals. Big hugs in Team Poland. And although they're sitting on the beach in that race going, what happened? Julia was fourth for a little while there, not looking so good, and then just creeped up, worked it down, great maneuvers, and made it into second place. Kind of gave her coach a little bit of a scare there. And just a housekeeping note to the competitors, please clear your kites from the beach for the award ceremonies. We need beach and the cleared beach, please. So kites and boards off the beach for the award ceremonies. Need a clear beach. Thank you.
السيدات والسادة، تنطلق الآن مراسم التتويج لدورة الألعاب العالمية الشاطئية لاتحاد اللجان الأولمبية الوطنية قطر 2019 للتزلج المائي الشراعي للسيدات.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the ANOC World Beach Games Qatar 2019 for Kitefoil.
سيقوم بتسليم الميداليات عن اللجنة الخاصة بمسابقات الألعاب العالمية الشاطئية باربارا كاندل.
The medals will be presented by ANOC's Athlete Commission member and five-time Olympian and gold medalist for New Zealand, Miss Barbara Kendall.
وأيضا رئيس اللجنة العليا لمسابقة الألعاب العالمية الشاطئية لقطر 2019 أندرياس مانويل بيريز ألفاريز.
Accompanied by Chairman of the International Jury for Kitefoil for the ANOC Beach Games Qatar 2019, Andres Manuel Perez Alvarez.
الفائزة بالميدالية البرونزية ممثلة عن روسيا إلينا كالينينا.
The winner for the bronze medal representing Russia, Elena KALININA.
الفائزة بالميدالية الفضية ممثلة عن دولة بولندا يوليا داميسيويتش.
The winner for the silver medal representing Poland, Julia Damasiewicz.
الفائزة بالميدالية الذهبية وبطلة دورة الألعاب العالمية الشاطئية لاتحاد اللجان الأولمبية الوطنية قطر 2019 تمثل الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية دانييلا موروز.
Gold medalist and the ANOC World Beach Games Qatar 2019 champion representing the United States of America, Daniela Moroz.
السيدات والسادة، والآن مع النشيد الوطني للولايات المتحدة الأمريكية.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of the United States of America.
السيدات والسادة، حيوا معنا الرياضيين الفائزين في دورة الألعاب العالمية الشاطئية لاتحاد اللجان الأولمبية الوطنية قطر 2019.
Ladies and gentlemen, your ANOC World Beach Games Qatar 2019 athletes.
السيدات والسادة، نشكركم على انضمامكم إلى هذا اليوم الثالث في دورة الألعاب الشاطئية، وطبعا نشكركم على الانضمام معنا ونتمنى لكم أنكم قضيتم يوما سعيدا في مسابقة هذا اليوم.
Thank you for joining us here today at the ANOC World Beach Games Qatar 2019. We hope you had a great day and we look forward to welcoming you back tomorrow for the men's semifinals and finals in kitefoiling.
تتقدم دورة الألعاب العالمية الشاطئية لاتحاد اللجان الأولمبية الوطنية قطر 2019 بالشكر للحكام والمسؤولين على مجهودهم اليوم، المجهود الكبير.
ANOC World Beach Games Qatar 2019 would like to thank the officials for today.
سيدة والسيدات، إن كنتم ترغبون في معرفة المزيد من المعلومات عن هذه الرياضة أو دورة الألعاب العالمية الشاطئية تفضلوا بزيارة موقعنا.
If you would like to know more about the sport of kitefoiling and the ANOC World Beach Games Qatar 2019, please visit www.awbgqatar.com.
تود دورة الألعاب العالمية الشاطئية لاتحاد اللجان الأولمبية الوطنية قطر 2019 من تقديم كل الشكر للرعاة الرسميين للفعالية. بورنان، مواصلات، بلدنا، اسباير زون، كاتارا، اكستريم مارين، قطر أولمبيك كوميتي، أريدو، سبورت كورنر، زوم، ذلوب، كيو فيجن، الروضة، كهرماء، QNTC.